The recent live-action Resident Evil film was a disappointment. Rebooting the atrocious cinematic franchise is a must. Doing so would give us the origin tune from the games, going back to the roots, and focus more on the original iconic characters with a divisive casting. These elements will make a new cinematic series, but all that was ruined from the start, which is the first trailer, mid-start. I know what you're thinking. It's a video game adaptation, so you know what is obviously wrong about this film. But rebooting Mila's Resident Evil franchise was a godsend. And they fucked it up. I don't understand why I watched this, despite knowing it is going to be bad, but I watched it anyways. Because I thought they willingly have a chance to fix the film adaptation of the franchise. But they didn't. Instead of being original, they mashed up two stories taken from two games into one single movie. I have a little problem with the decision made by the director. But if you want to compile two plots taken from two games into one single script, it should have been longer or made into two separate films, right? No! The runtime of this film is under 2 hours. What? Under 2 hours isn't enough to compile two stories that you can take at least 1 day or two in total if you beat the two games by following the main objectives. On the other hand, it was poorly written and completely forgettable. The introduction of this film was okay. I say it's fine to see what it takes to see the new direction of this film adaptation. After that introduction flashback, when it comes to present day, it's already ruined to me. I don't know why.
Fuck.
However, I have one positive thing about this film. It's that its faithfulness of the original games, visually. Others were poor execution by adding Easter eggs to understand the longtime fans that they do care about their adaptation. But one thing they should care about is the creative decision made by the director himself. Greedy son of a bitch. I mean, come on. Why can't they make this film separately like the games to understand more about the story and characters, reimagining into a big screen? Could have brought the general audience to like this film instead of playing the game, but instead they have to buy the current console or high-end PC to get a better Resident Evil experience than the movies. Overall, not a good movie experience. But aside from adapting two stories to give a lackluster of runtimes, let's talk about the characters. The characters, they never have the iconic manner of the game's counterparts. It's such a waste of performance, and also, I like this divisive casting, to be fair. The actors who played Chris, William Birkin, and Ada, although she only appeared at the post-credits, were well casted, while the actors who played Leon, Jill, and Claire were alright to try, although I like Leon's actor's portrayal. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. For the others, well, I guess you can say it's the same opinion as I have for Jill and Claire. But given this, all the characters you know, all the characteristics they have from the games, here, in this film, turn them into a useless, broken, and a piece of shit personalities to give the flying fuck to the audience to care about these characters. What the fuck happened to Leon here? Why is he a bumbling moron over here? The director's take on Leon was horrible, and he never accomplished what makes him likable. From the game, sure, he's a low-life cop on his first day of work in Raccoon City, and then after escaping, he later joined the US federal government to become a badass special agent. Well, that is my take on Leon's story summary, only up till to Resident Evil 4. Because of that game, people liked him. Well, maybe at least on the remake of Resident Evil 2. I don't know. But in the film, they treat him like he's a joke.
Yeah, Leon S. Kennedy. What's the S stand for, stupid? Oh, come on, just playing with you, kiddo.
What's the Spencer mansion?
Well, as I think most of you know, Oswald Spencer was the creator of the Umbrella Corporation. And what the fuck are you doing here, Leon?
You said everyone into the briefing room, so here I am.
I didn't mean you. You moron! Not you, Leon, everyone else! What if someone wanders in and there's no one behind the front desk, an old lady's looking for her cat or something?
Yeah, you're
Jesus
right.
Christ, get
You're right.
back there, man, and get a haircut, you goddamn hippie.
I mean, like, why? And in the end, he was empty. The third and final act was so rushed, the film didn't even have time to make this character written properly, like all the characters of this film. I specifically talked to Leon here, and the rest of the characters were boring. God, Wesker seems Chris and Claire's relationship were out of place. Jill didn't even try to play as Jill, and Barry didn't even appear, so he couldn't say Jill sandwich. And that's that for the characters, I can say. You could say I don't like them. In the film, only the film, there is no doubt people will hate these characters. In this film only. And it's a shame though, if people who aren't familiar with the games could talk shit about them. I can imagine. Alright. You get the point. The film is bad. Very bad. And worst of all, God, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's unwatchable than the Paul Anderson's first Resident Evil film. Yeah, I said it. That film takes inspiration from the first and second game with some slicks and original than just recreating the story from the games. A little. But at least it's memorable to a few audiences, like that laser scene and probably Alice's unexpected agility. It's visually good, faithful to the games, unlike the characters. The director made the characters more unlikable than the opposite. God, what? I just can't. Why? Is the sequel even possible? I guess so. Tom Hopper, who played Albert Wesker, said the movie did well on video-on-demand services. Well, as of July 27, here on Netflix, it is top 10 trending here in the Philippines. My guess why this film is trending is because of that new Netflix show. And hey, who knows if this film will get a chance to redeem itself again. I sure hope not. But if done right, who really cares about the games and knows what he's up to, then I would say that's impressive. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. Now the next video would be different than just a normal review. I don't think I would ever make this review. Let's see, actually. Now I'm planning to upload Summer Game Fest 2022 video. So it would be a fun ride.